is me, Terrible. I have returned because it's time to do top 10 quarterback rankings. Definitely head to the comments and let me know your top 10. I'm excited. A little bit, but I'm excited for the year. Can't wait to get fantasy football going again. I'll have the leagues going. I'll get them set up. Eventually I'll make a video for that if you want to join. But right now it's July. We're just worried about rankings. Alright, we're going to go over what I picked last year real quick just to see the comparison. And can also see, how they actually did. So, for my top 10, starting at number 10, going down. Number 10, I had Kirk. Oh wait, no. I already looked at the wrong one. Spoiler alert. Alright, so last year, number 10, I had Derek Carr. That's unfortunate. Number 9, Joe Burrow. Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Matt Stafford, Josh Allen, Tom Brady. He's gone now, but number 3 last year. But number 2, Patrick Mahomes. Number 1, Aaron Rodgers. Other than that, I do top 10 rankings, and then I have categories that are outside of that. So for just missed the top 10, it was Justin Herbert. We got him in the top 10 this year. Don't worry. But also Deshaun Watson was in that category. Then I had a category that's not too bad. That's Kyler Murray, Matt Ryan, Baker Mayfield, Jimmy G, Kirk Cousins, Tannehill, Tua, Mac Jones. Then there's hot seat. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was in the hot seat. But I picked him. My one fantasy football league, I took him because I knew. It's all up here. I knew. He was on the hot seat and he delivered. But also Daniel Jones, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz. Another category in due time, basically for young QBs and rookies. Although last year I did this before the draft, so the rookies weren't even included in this. But it was Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Davis Mills. And then there's the placeholders category, basically quarterbacks that are just holding places. That was Jameis Winston, Teddy Bridgewater, Taylor Heineke, Mitch Trubisky, and Drew Lock. So, yeah, that was last year's list. Let's get to this year's. We got at number 10, going down, like I said, Kirk Cousins. I was looking at the wrong one. I got Kirk Cousins at number 10. Last year, he was in that not too bad section. So, he moved up a little bit. I think 10, that's probably the highest he'll ever be in the league. That number 10 rating. So, not bad for him. I think the Vikings will be, I don't know. They got lucky. I don't know if they got lucky last year. No, they had a weird year, but we'll see how they do. All I know is Kirk Cousins, top 10 QB. And he's not top 9. He's top 10, though. Number 9, I got Lamar Jackson. Now, he fell a little bit from number 7. Just concerned that he'll never get back to the MVP level that he had. And also injury concerns. You never know what's going on there. But he's got his big contract, big money. Still going to be a top 10 quarterback, but I think he's behind everybody that we're about to talk about. At number 8, this might be a risky one, but I like it. I got Tua at number 8 last year. He was in the not too bad category. Number 8, he's got to stay healthy. Got to stay healthy somehow. Got to limit those concussions. Teach him how to fall. He's got to learn how to fall. But I think, with the receivers he has, the weapons he has, I think it'll easily be a top 8 QB this season for sure. Right in front of him, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence last year was in that in due time category. He's good. He's pretty good. He had a pretty good year. I think he'll play even better. I think he'll take another little step here. He's got the weapons. Seems like they got the right coaching staff, made a push into the playoffs, so that's a big part of that's because of him. But he's a freak. He's a good player. At number 6, Justin Herbert. Yes, he's in the top 10 this year at number 6. Last year, I had him at the just miss spot. All right, he was right there. But he's in it now. He's definitely in it. Some guys have fallen out of there. Some have retired. And he's definitely made a jump as well. All the way up to number 6. And then now to number 5, I got Aaron Rodgers. All right, Aaron Rodgers. I still think he's going to have a really good year. Obviously, he's top 5. I got him top 5 here. But new system. New system. He's had one organization. Well, I guess he's been under different systems, but it's just new organization. Not everything's going to be like Matthew Stafford to the Rams. It's just not always going to be like that. There's going to be some growing pains, but I think he'll still have a good year, still be top 5, falling down from his number 1 spot from last year. Number 4, I may be pushing this one a little too early, but after, one good year, but Jalen Hurts, he's up to number 4 after being on the hot seat last year. He definitely delivered. I think he's going to do it again. He's got a good Eagles squad. They got a lot of guys coming back. He's got good weapons. I think he's going to be just as good as he was last year. And he was pretty good last year. So we'll keep him there at number 4. At number 3, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow moved up to number 3 from number 9. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Bengals. They got the weapons. They got the weapons to make it happen. And he's going to look good again, whether it's him or the guys, but he's got the weapons, and he's just a very good NFL quarterback. He's top 3. He's top 3. But I might regret putting some of these guys behind the number 2 guy, Josh Allen. Josh Allen had another good year last year, but I don't know. Number 2, I feel like he's going to underperform this. I feel like he won't be number 2. I put him at 2 because, I don't know, I feel like he doesn't quite have the weapons as the other guys, but I think he'll be just as good. The Bills will do just as well, get back to the playoffs, make a run, maybe. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe he might end up being like number 5 or 6, but I have him at number 2. I think he'll be that, but I see the risk there. There's a chance that he has. I mean, he's been progressing every year. This might be the first year where he kind of plateaus, maybe. Who knows? But number one is easy. He's number 2 last year. Shouldn't have done that. Should have just kept him at 1. But it's Patrick Mahomes. Very good QB. It was fun. It was fun watching the Netflix documentary. It was him, Mariota, Kirk Cousins. But yeah, he's just he's an interesting guy. He's a little quirky, but yeah, I don't know. He's a competitor, so you gotta like him for that. But he's number 1. He is number 1. So that's my top 10. Let me know your top 10. But let's get to the rest of this. Like I said, I don't really rank outside the top 10. It's basically tiers. And the first tier is the just missed category. Only one guy in that one this year, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott got him just missing the top 10. Maybe he is top 10 over Kirk. I don't know. But he's right there. Just missed. Nothing wrong with being in the just missed category because he's right there. No reason he couldn't be top 10. The next category, not too bad. The not too bad category, we got Matthew Stafford. Not too bad. When he's not injured. Not too bad. He was number 5 last year, so a bit of a fall for him, unfortunately. We also have Daniel Jones. He's not too bad. Last year he was on the hot seat, so he's moving up. Same with Jared Goff, who's right there in the not too bad category. Moving up from the hot seat. But this year, a lot of hot seat guys. And all these ones, I'm going to say them in certain orders, but it really doesn't matter. At this point, they're all in the same category. But yeah, Derek Carr falling from number 10. He was at number 10 last year. He's on the hot seat. I was a believer. I thought he was going to do it last year, but he's got a second chance here for the Saints to do something. We'll see what he does, but I think he's on the hot seat. He's had a long career. It's time to have some success. Time to put it together. But Deshaun Watson last year was in the just missed category. He's on the hot seat. Got paid a lot of money. They gave him a massive contract. Didn't play all of last season. because of the suspension when he did play. Nothing spectacular. It wasn't the old Deshaun Watson that people were used to. So he's on the hot seat. Another one on the hot seat. Now, his seat's a little warm. It's not like scorching hot. It's just a little warm. All right, Justin Fields. Justin Fields showed some flashes last year. You could argue he's an in due time category guy. You know, maybe not so much hot seat. I don't know. But I think he's on the hot seat, third year. Make it happen. They got him some weapons. They got DJ Moore. I mean, this is the Bears. They're not trash. They're okay. He just needs to play decent. They don't need to make the playoffs or anything. He just needs to be decent. All right. So his seat's just a little warm. Up next, Mac Jones. Mac Jones is on the hot seat. Probably similar to Fields. It's warm. It's warm. It's not gonna like burn you if you sit on it, but like, you know, it's gonna feel like a heated seat. Maybe be a little uncomfortable. I don't know. Not too hot, but he's on the hot seat. Last year, he has an excuse. Horrible coaching staff. Patricia was running the offense. Last year was in the not too bad category, so he's actually fallen a little bit. It's funny, him and Tua, they were in that not too bad category after their rookie years. Tua moved up. Mac has moved down, unfortunately. But, yeah, he's got to prove something. Third year, show that you belong in this league, at least somewhat, you know. Unfortunately, the Pats are going to be like middle of the pack again. They might be similar to the Bears. It'll be interesting to see, but he's on the hot seat. He's got to show something. Another guy on the hot seat, he was not ranked last year. Not ranked. Geno Smith. He's on the hot seat. He's had a long career. I know he was solid last year. I was thinking maybe he's in the not too bad category, but I mean, he's made a resurgence. You gotta prove it right here, right now, that you belong, at least for a few more years here. You're a serviceable quarterback. Hopefully next year we can move him up to the not too bad category, but he could also not play very well. There's certainly a chance that the hot seat burns him, but we'll see. Russell Wilson, number 6 ranking last year. That's painful. He's on the hot seat. Big trade for him. Big trade for him. Broncos moved a lot of assets for him, and very, very bad year. Just a very underwhelming year. He's on the hot seat. He's got to show up. He's on a big contract. He's got to show he's still got it in him. Show that he's still a player. But I don't think he will. I do not think he will. The last guy on the hot seat, Jordan Love. Yeah, first season starting. Yeah, I get it. But he's been in the league a couple of years now. He's been sitting behind Aaron Rodgers. He's got to show something. He's got to show something. I know the team isn't incredible or anything, but he's got to show something. There's got to be a reason they drafted him in the first round. He's got to show it. He's got to show it. He's not a rookie. But next up is the in due time category. First one I have here is Kenny Pickett. Like I said, didn't do the rookies last year. I did it before the draft, which obviously regret that. But Kenny Pickett, he's still in the in due time category, along with Brock Purdy. They're both there. In due time, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Then you got Bryce Young there, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, the rookies for this year. In due time. In due time, we'll see. I don't know. In due time. And then also Desmond Ridder, going to be his first year starting off the bat. I guess end of last year he was starting some games, but second year guy. In due time. In due time. You know, we'll see what he does. No, not much pressure on him yet, but move on down to the placeholder category. These guys, you know, they may be decent quarterbacks. They may not be. They may be young, old, but they're no longer. You don't want them to be your future. I wouldn't. I certainly wouldn't want it. But Ryan Tannehill, his time's getting there. He might be decent this year. Might be decent next year. He might be decent the year after, but he's a placeholder. He's a placeholder. I feel like they need to start looking elsewhere for QB. Eventually, one of these years, he's just going to be bad, and the team will be bad, and whatever. But another one, it hurts me to put him here. Last year, same thing as Tannehill. He was also in the not too bad category, but he's fallen to placeholder. And that's Jimmy G. That's Jimmy G, unfortunately, on the Raiders now. But I don't know. Maybe he could be good, but just at this point, he's a placeholder. And I've been a Jimmy G believer, so I feel like that's a lot coming from me. Also, Sam Howell. I know, like I said, there's going to be young guys on here too. Sam Howell is that guy, but he's a placeholder. He's a young guy, but I don't know. Maybe he should be in due time. I don't know. I don't know. I got him as a placeholder. I don't think he's a long-term solution. Not one bit. Baker Mayfield, also on this list. Probably not a long-term solution. Just placeholding for the Buccaneers. Probably going to draft somebody next year. And then last and kind of least, you got Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy placeholding. He's actually for Kyler Murray. He's literally placeholding for Kyler Murray. Like, he's actually a placeholder. So, sorry, Colt. Honestly, that's kind of cool for him. I mean, Colt McCoy, been a backup in this league for a while. Ends up in this situation. Main quarterback's injured, and, you know, he's going to have a chance to just play this season out, see what he can do. Kind of like Geno Smith. So, who knows? Maybe he could do the same thing. We don't know. But that's it. That's the list. That is the projected starting quarterbacks for this year. Pretty much. So, yeah, like I said, let me know your top 10. Let me know which one of my picks are garbage. Alright, I love when everyone tells me what I don't know. But I thought my list was pretty